Welcome everyone in this new live development video about building an auto battle game. In this video we're going to re-enable our ready logic. So we're gonna open up our lobby player entry. We're gonna check if the checkbox still has its event. It has its events on checkbox set ready. Well, what do we want to do when the checkbox is set to ready? I guess we want to call a dispatcher, or what does our tech design tells us? We're going to zoom in and zoom in once more. So where is located the ready logic? So lobby player entry bind itself to state ready dispatcher, binds to game state events. So we didn't plan that. So we just have to bind ourselves to the event when we change this, I guess. So we're gonna need an event dispatch on ready toggle, which is going to have dispatcher be ready. Well, the lobby player entry, no, actually it's not this way. We have a reference to our player states, and we can be calling something on that, so we can cast that to the out player state. And we're gonna need to tell something about the on ready toggle. On ready toggle. So we're gonna pass the isChecked parameter. So when we check the box, it's gonna call that event, which is gonna call onReady toggle, which is gonna call the onBrep ready, onReady updates. Do we have something already bind to that? We previously add. So in the lobby player entry, we bound ourselves to the fact that the player switches ready state. So it should be updating, and it's the only place where we bind it. Yeah, it is. So I guess it's just gonna, it's not going to start again, but we're going to see the other checking their boxes. No, we're not. So it's not working, but it doesn't matter. We're going to print just to see if it works. Do we have prints already? No, we don't. That's a good thing. Hello. So it's not even being called. So why is it? So I guess that's because our check here is not passing. Yeah, it's not passing, I guess. Or the player state we have is not out player state, but I'm sure it is. Yep. Because this value is the same than this one, obviously. But I think we might enter an infinite loop here. We bind ourselves to that event on ready toggle. So I guess it's being called properly, but we're just not seeing anything about this. We're gonna make it so our print debug as a value by default. Hello world, like this. We're gonna compile, close, go back there, hit compile, hit play. So it's being called, but it doesn't do anything. So why is it? So if that checkbox is clicked, we're gonna be calling this, which is gonna call that. Are we receiving that information? Yes, we are. Are we receiving that information? Only on the server, which sounds logical. On brep player ready, Are we receiving that information as well on the clients? Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. So it's just that it doesn't do. Yeah, we're never doing anything with this. On ready toggle. Sounds strange. We don't want that. What do we want to do when it changes? We want to set checkbox checked, I guess. On ready updates, I guess it needs a BP out player state in player state, and it's gonna take be ready like this. We want to create an event which is gonna be on ready toggle. Yeah. We want to bind that one on ready toggle. My bad. The one which was checked, and this one we want to put that in the ready folder. Set player team, we want that in the team folder, and this is parent function. So on ready toggle, what do we want to do? We want to modify the checkbox value to set is checked. We want to put that like this. So if we check, it's gonna be checked like this. So everyone is ready. So okay. So we're going to need to go to the out game state, because the out game state is going to take care of that part of the events, keep track of ready status, start stop countdown and stuff like that. We're gonna close everything. So when a player connects, are we even binding this? So we're not binding this, and we should be. So we're gonna do this. When a player join, we want to do whatever the parent does, and then we want to bind ourselves to the fact that, and we want to cast that into an out player state, and we want to bind ourselves to the fact that they are going to get ready. And I guess we want that to take a player state as parameter. Yeah, we're gonna change the variable type. It's gonna throw errors at us all the way, but we don't care. On player ready is gonna take in for parameter a player state like this, an out player state. We're gonna hit compile, and that event is throwing errors. We want to bind on player ready to it. So on player ready, what do we want to do? We want to tell, we're gonna unplug that and unplug that, and we're gonna bind that here, unplug. So when a player is ready, we want to add him to we want to add on player ready toggle, we want to add his ready status to our map. Then we want to grab the keys of our map. We want to find the length. Do we have the required player amounts? We're gonna put in here 3 for now. If so, we're gonna loop through our keys. We're gonna find each player and we're gonna check if it's ready. If one of them is not ready, we cannot start. If all of them are ready, we're gonna launch start countdown, countdown. So count down, and if not, we're gonna stop it. We're just gonna see what it does if everyone checks it. So apparently it did something because we left that. Okay, so it did something. Oh, apparently we broke some logic in our in-game mod, but it doesn't matter for now. So it kinda worked. It didn't work because we are in a fake situation there. But we didn't see anything. We didn't see anything on the screen telling us that we were going to start or to leave. So on player ready toggle, we want to stop or to launch start countdown. Start countdown, stop countdown. They're gonna be called this way now. Start. This is gonna be start countdown. We can be calling the variable the same way we are calling the function. Launch countdown. Start timer, like this. Yeah, because nobody binds itself to the fact that the countdown has started. So we want the multiplayer lobby to do this. So the multiplayer lobby has a reference to the game state, I suppose. Game instance. I think we can get rid of some of that logic here. Set player ready. We can get rid of this. Actually, we're gonna get rid of everything there. We don't need that anymore, that backup. So we're just gonna double check. Binds to game state events, yeah. So it's supposed to bind itself, I guess, on when it's being constructed. Like this, we're gonna call anything the parent calls, and we're gonna check what the parent calls actually. Bind to game state, yeah. So we are already having one of these events. So when we bind to game states, we want to be calling our parent function. And in here we are casting that. So we want to get the game state and cast that into an out game state. Like this, and we want to bind ourselves to the countdown events, whether it starts or it is being cancelled, and we want to create event for both of them. Start. Do we have these events there? I guess we do. Start countdown and stop countdown. That's what we want. So I don't know why they are not being. Oh, because they have countdown duration. Yeah, they have a property, a parameter. That's why it doesn't want us. So stop countdown, we can plug that, but we can't plug start countdown. So I guess the out game state is gonna pass that parameter. We hope not to crash when we add a parameter there. Like this, countdown duration. And we're gonna check where we call this. Start countdown, countdown duration. Like this, we're gonna refresh all nodes. Plug that here. Compile once again, go back to multiplayer lobby, and now we can plug start countdown, we can hit play. So we're gonna create a game, we're gonna find games. So I'm getting ready. We'll see if it works. So it doesn't work, and I know why, but it doesn't matter for now. We're just gonna uncheck and recheck, and it's gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready, and I'm gonna be ready. So game start in 0. So it removed the player states from the list of player there. But it kinda worked. So it removed them because the player's state told him that it got removed, because on end play, I guess when it's destroyed, on game left, that's why. But we won't care about that for now. So we just see, we're just gonna increase the amount, the max countdown. So the out game state countdown duration is gonna be 5. And we're gonna fix the fact that player were not ready. So in the player entry, lobby player entry, when they are binding to their player state, we are casting this to out player state. We're gonna check if it's ready, and we're gonna set on ready toggle to that value, and it's gonna, and we don't care about the player state even there. So we're gonna hit play, create game. I didn't mean event, I meant parameter, and we're gonna check ready, and it's gonna work. It's going to be ready by default when we join. Yeah, it is. It is once more. So that guy is ready. Only one guy remaining. Game starts in, so it's not popping up on clients. So the countdown is not popping on client. Why is it not? So the multiplayer lobby is binding itself to the game state. Maybe the game state is not valid when it's trying to bind itself. On countdown started. So when are we calling this? Start countdown. I guess this is only called on server. On countdown started. So I guess on player ready toggle, this is supposed to be called when, yeah, when the player state switch are calling ready updates. So the out player. It's way easier to keep track of everything happening. So clients are supposed to have that information. So I guess clients are not calculating this properly. Do we have a print? Because I don't want them. We'll make it so we are always in multiplayer, and we're gonna get rid of that game instance. If we hit play, we don't have a print, so we're fine. So we can add some print there. Print debug current features. So we want to see the client printing that. Clients are printing that. So maybe clients are not printing the start countdown, but I'm not sure why. We're gonna see first here. Are the client printing that? Nobody's printing that. How is it possible? Oh yeah, because we don't have the proper amount of players ready. So that's neat. So we want to see if clients are printing when everyone is ready. Yeah, they are, and now it's working. But it's not working when, so we add the logic, but we didn't have it when we connected. So I guess I think I know where it comes from, where the problems comes from. So we joined, we're gonna set ready, and it's not gonna work. Oh yeah, it's gonna work. So we're no longer ready. It stops the countdown, and if we recheck, we actually are ready. So the server is gonna uncheck, he is gonna check, he's gonna check. So I unchecked at the last time, and it still worked. It's still okay. So I guess we're gonna call the ready system done. We're gonna get rid of our print, and it's gonna wrap up that video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.